resources in school management, grants, donations, fees, fund generation, and other sources. Page 6 odishabi.ed. Financial resources in school management, grants, donations, fees, fund generation, and other sources. Introduction. Financial resources are the backbone of any educational institution. These resources ensure that a school functions smoothly by providing for infrastructural development, staff salaries, procurement of teaching learning materials, student welfare schemes, maintenance, and innovation in pedagogy. Financial stability also determines a school's ability to implement curricular and co-curricular activities effectively. In the context of Indian school education, funds are generated from both government and non-government sources, each with specific guidelines, objectives, and utility. Efficient management and judicious use of financial resources is crucial for delivering quality and inclusive education. 1. Grants. Grants are non-repayable funds given to schools by the government or official agencies to meet specific objectives. Central and state government grants. Schools receive grants under schemes such as Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, Midday Meal Scheme, RTE Act implementation, and infrastructure development. Recurring grants. These are regularly allocated for teacher salaries, maintenance, library development, etc. Non-recurring grants. One-time grants for building construction, lab setup, TLM procurement, ICT infrastructure, etc. Block grants, a lump sum amount provided to local authorities or school clusters to be used with flexibility depending on the need. Grants are often conditional, meaning schools must submit utilization certificates and reports to receive further installments. 2. Donations. Donations refer to voluntary contributions made by individuals, organizations, alumni, or philanthropists for the improvement of schools. Donations may be in cash or kind, example, books, furniture, laboratory equipment. Schools managed by private trusts or religious institutions rely heavily on donations from well-wishers and community leaders. Alumni associations often donate funds for scholarships, special lectures, technology, or library development. Donations help schools initiate innovation, sponsor students, or meet emergency expenses, especially in underprivileged areas. Schools must maintain transparency and records of donations and utilize them ethically. 3. Fees. Fees are a major source of income in private and self-financing schools. These include tuition fees, development fees, lab fees, examination fees, admission fees, and sometimes transport and library fees. In government schools, under the Right to Education Act, 2009, children between 6 to 14 years receive free education, so fees are either absent or minimal. However, aided schools and private unaided schools are allowed to charge fees, though regulated by fee fixation committees in some states. Excessive dependence on fee collection may lead to commercialization of education, so regulations are essential. Fee collection must be transparent and justifiable, ensuring equity and affordability for all sections of society. 4. Fund generation. Schools can take proactive steps to generate their own funds for development and sustainability. Community contribution and involvement. Community members contribute funds during annual functions, cultural events, or school development campaigns. Local clubs, NGOs, and village education committees, VECs, assist in mobilizing resources. 2. Events and activities. Schools organize fairs, exhibitions, competitions, charity shows, and school magazines to raise funds. Rent from school premises for social functions or external classes can also be a source. 3. Skill-based products. Students can be engaged in vocational activities such as gardening, handicrafts, or digital projects, and the sale of such products generates revenue. This also promotes entrepreneurial skills and self reliance. 4. Self help schemes. Some schools form self help groups, SHGs, or clubs that raise funds through group savings, which can be reinvested in educational activities. 5. Further sources. In addition to formal channels, schools can mobilize finances from corporate social responsibility (CSR). Under CSR obligations, companies sponsor infrastructure, digital tools, and scholarships for under-resourced schools. Bank interest and endowments, interest from savings accounts or educational endowment funds helps meet operational expenses. Loans, in exceptional cases though rare, private institutions may take loans for building infrastructure or setting up labs. International funding agencies, NGOs, and foreign aid agencies sometimes support innovative educational programs in remote or tribal areas. Importance of proper financial management. Merely acquiring funds is not enough, planning, utilization, and auditing are equally important. A proper budget plan, resource allocation strategy, and monitoring system should be in place. Financial decisions must align with school development plans, SDPs. Transparency and accountability in fund usage build trust among stakeholders, parents, community, government. School management committees, SMCs, should regularly review fund usage, priorities, and outcomes. Government support mechanisms. The government has initiated various mechanisms to ensure financial transparency and support. Unified District Information System for Education (UDC) monitors fund allocation and school data. PFMS Public Financial Management System ensures real-time tracking of grants. TLM grant and school grant under Samagra Shiksha are directly transferred to school accounts. Regular audits and school inspections verify financial health. Conclusion. Financial resources are indispensable for the success of educational initiatives and the overall development of schools. The proper mobilization and utilization of funds from grants, donations, fees, and fund-generating activities determine how well a school can fulfill its goals of quality education, equity, and innovation. Therefore, schools must adopt effective financial planning, community engagement, transparency, and continuous review to ensure that funds serve their true educational purpose. Sustainable and inclusive financing leads to empowered schools and better learning outcomes for students across all backgrounds.